What's going on, guys? Today I am back. I know it's been a while, but there's been a few things going on in my life, but today I am back. We're bringing it back with a banger, a mini BR review. Today, this is a map by someone who reached out to me on Discord. This is Star Project Horizon. I believe this is part of like a series. I'm not 100% sure because, to be honest, I hadn't heard of this map until this creator reached out to me, but I'm glad he did reach out to me. But let's jump straight into it, and I'm going to go over the pros and the cons of this map, what I like, what I don't like, etc, etc. So let's jump straight into it. Okay, so as you can see in the background of the video, I'm doing something a bit different for this video. I'm recording my gameplay with ray tracing on, everything on the highest graphics, so it can look beautiful for you guys. FPS was a little bit ropey for it, but I was willing to do it to make this video look beautiful. Anyway, so Star Project Horizon is, like I said, I believe it is part of a map series. I'm not 100% sure on that. But like I said in the beginning, this map is stunning. So let's jump into some of the pros and some of the things I like. So the first thing about this map I want to mention is the terrain and the nature. The terrain and the nature of this map is absolutely beautiful. It is stunning. It looks, I'd say the terrain and the nature looks better than normal Fortnite Battle Royale. That is just me personally. But a downside that comes with this terrain and nature is the POIs aren't exactly big, or like they don't stand out, because I feel like most of the memory on the map went into terrain and nature. And I feel like it doesn't help that I don't believe this is built on like a temperature island. So it's all built into one chunk of memory. It's not in memory cells. My only reason for saying that is because when you open up the mini map, you can see the entire map at once. It's not chunked out like it is with a temperature map. Same as you can see the entire map from either end, which is obviously a reason for this map's memory to be a bit bad, meaning because of the way the terrain, the nature is done, the POIs can't stand out as much. Like for instance, one thing I'm going to point out on this is it's like the center of the map. It's got a big POI name, so you'd think, okay, it's central, it's like the main attraction of the map. It's going to be glamorous, it's going to stand out, it's going to have a sight. But don't get me wrong, it is beautiful because it is terrain and nature, but it's not really a POI like it would suggest. Like, it has a name on the map. You go to think, okay, I'm going to go to this POI, but it's literally just maybe one or two chests and a bit of terrain and nature. So personally, I was a bit disappointed with that. But other than that, other than the bit of a letdown when it comes to POIs, this map is stunning. So all I'd suggest is maybe don't take up so much memory with terrain and nature, and throw it more into POIs. Like, what I'd suggest is maybe do if you don't want to start from scratch, delete all the nature. So you've still got the bases down there. Delete all the nature, build up your POIs, and then rebuild the nature with your remaining memory. So you're not throwing all your eggs into one basket and then realising last second, oh, I needed POIs and I've now not got the memory for it. But it is an easy fix. Like I've said, delete some, not even all, just some of the memory on nature and build up a POI. Even if it's just a small POI, it's something. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing. So the next thing that I really like about this is battle buses. It has two, one on either side of the map, and it travels the entire distance of the map. And you can jump out of it, and you get put into a slipstream, and you can travel along the slipstream and jump out of it and glide. And these battle buses do move across the island as well. So you'll be put into one of them at random when you start the game, and from that you can choose where you want to land. You can follow the slipstream and go to where you want on the map. And I think that's a really unique idea, because most mini BRs, you will just spawn in the sky and you just glide to where you want to be. Some like Fortnite, for example, you jump into a portal and it'll take you somewhere on the map, which I think is a really good idea still. Some you do have battle buses, but it will literally just be a bus in the sky and you jump out of it and you've got glider redeploy on. Like the bus is stationary, you just jump and fly. But that is another thing I really like about this map. There are 2 battle buses which both move, and you can jump into a slipstream right under it, which I think is really, really cool. Okay, so now moving on to something that I'm not too keen on with the map is the lack of mechanics. Like there isn't, that I've noticed, there isn't really any mechanics. The only mechanic I can really think of, which isn't even really a mechanic, is you spawn in with a grapple glove. And even then, that's not really a mechanic. That's literally just more loot pool based. But speaking of the loot pool, that is another thing I don't like about this map. Is it's literally just the basic battle royale loot pool. It's the Fortnite battle royale chests put in with that loot pool. So you've got the prime shotguns, etc., etc. You've got the loot pool that is in the main game right now. And again, it might have been a memory issue that you couldn't do a custom loot pool, but I would have liked at least something with that. Alright, just jumping in here, this is recorded after this whole video has been finished, but something I forgot to mention when I was doing the initial recording is that a bug I've noticed with this map is if you enter a POI, it pops up at the top of your screen saying what POI you've entered, which is a cool feature which I have just realised is a mechanic. So there's another mechanic I can now list. Yeah, the bug is when you enter that POI and that pops up the screen, that will then keep repeating on your screen. It doesn't go away. Or say you do it, so say you go into New Star City, it will constantly repeat New Star City at the top of your screen. Say you go into the park POI, I can't remember what it's called, it will constantly repeat that name. Whichever POI you go into, it constantly repeats the name once you've entered it. So that is like one of the only bugs I could find with the map, but I just wanted to add it in here. This section here that I'm currently doing is mainly for the creator, so he can find that bug and try and fix it. So yeah, I just thought I'd point it out. It's something silly, like it's something simple. It's an easy fix. It's an easy mistake as well. So I just thought I'd point it out. Yeah, back to the mechanics. There's that I can see there isn't really any mechanics. I could be wrong with that, and there could be a few mechanics. But there isn't really any mechanics that I can think of, which I think is a big letdown for a BR map. You want it to stand out with your own unique stuff. Don't get me wrong, this BR map will stand out with the terrain, like I've said, but you'd want like a mechanic to be able to push it forward as well, and this map doesn't really have that. But I feel like in the coming seasons it could improve on that, maybe, which is what I would suggest. Try and improve on the map instead of storyline, because I'm not too sure where the storyline for this map is, because I haven't really heard of this map. Like I'm not sure if there is a storyline, but I would, as of right now with the state the map is in, I would personally suggest they try and improve the map before they carry on with the storyline, because the storyline can't really progress if the map doesn't progress with it. So I think they need to focus on building that map up, solidifying the map a bit more before they can continue with the storyline, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so this has been Star Project Horizon. It's been my review on it, and despite some of the flaws I've mentioned, I do like this map visually. Like, this map is visually really nice, but from a creative and a player standpoint, it does lack in some areas. Like I said, mechanics, POIs. Like, the only main POI that stands out to me is Star City, I believe it's called. That is the only POI that stands out to me. Because that's the only real POI with buildings. But yeah, it's hard to rate this map, because visually I would give this map a solid 4 out of 5. But mechanics, I'd give it a solid 1 out of 5, because there's nothing there mechanic wise. But it is a visually stunning map. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, whatever. Yeah, hopefully I can come back to making more videos now. But yeah, that's been it. Check out all the stuff related to this map down below. Yeah, peace out.